Welcome back to another Inktober. Today is day 21, and the prompt is blast. So I have in mind to do something kaboomy. I was thinking about doing a nuclear explosion. This is one of those things I was always fascinated with when I was much younger. So that's enough yapping. Let's get into it. I'm recording on that instead. All right, big scary nuclear explosion. Let's go do it. Find Sumo grip. Eat. It's time. Laughing at me being silly. All right. Yeah, nuclear explosion is crazy. I'm gonna see. I learned a lot about a nuclear explosion. They are quite incredible use of science. I mean, that's pretty terrifying looking. I forget. There's all kinds of stuff about it. Like not just about the amount of energy, but like there's a ball of like pure plasma, just pure energy at the center that just incinerates anything that's anywhere near it. I mean, everything is gone. It's wild. Looking for a decent image. I mean, I can easily just draw a nuclear explosion myself, but I want to look for one that there was one. I think this might be there was one that I used a long time ago to make a Adobe Photoshop image. I believe it was this one actually. I was trying to do like an album cover for my brother a long time ago in school, just as like a project, not that he was actually going to use it. And I thought it'd be cool to do a nuclear explosion blowing up an island. And I never did finish it. I ended up doing something for something else, but it doesn't matter. Okay, preparedness. So this is entirely my interpretation of what I see. There is the mushroom cloud developing as this. It's just a crazy picture, but I'm gonna run with it. Let's just see. I'm gonna use the white for this too, and some of the red maybe. I just thought it'd be interesting to do. There's like this perfectly beautiful disc right here. I thought it'd be interesting to do on the black because, you know, this picture is very dark. Well, everything around it is very, very dark in comparison to the brightness of this bomb explosion. I am become death, destroyer of worlds. Absolutely insane. This is like, you know, there's like cloud formation in here, and there's a vacuum effect, and you can actually see it in this picture like this. Remember, as a kid, I just thought it was an explosion going up, but it's actually a vacuum. It literally draws in, because it just annihilates the air. It draws in the air around it, superheats the shit out of it, and then blows it out. It's just absolutely destructive. Of course, you know, like I said before, I mentioned there's plenty of other destructive bombs, but just, I don't know, there was something about a nuclear explosion, the way it looked, was just absolutely terrifying to me when I was younger. I mean, it's still terrifying, let's be real, but not quite the same as it was when I was younger, especially with like Terminator 2 and talks of like Second Cold War and all that kind of stuff back then. I was definitely nervous. I was definitely nervous about it as a kid. No, it's not gonna happen. I'm like, you don't know what's gonna happen. You got a crystal ball I don't know about, because you never know, man. It's just absolutely insane, the power of these things. Most of this is white, and so I'm gonna try to, well, it's like a yellowish white in this picture anyway. Some of this is dark in here, so I'm gonna try to do the white where I can and leave some of the black in here. I don't know. I'll see how I get along with it. See what I can do. Man, it's also really strange too in this picture, is you could see like the dust coming off the ground and like cloud formation almost. It's really intense. I don't know. Just fascinating to look at. It just looks otherworldly. Doesn't even look real. Literally vaporizing everything. I don't know. It's just trippy. You always say things like that, like, oh, it literally. No, I mean actually, it's really what it's doing. That's simple to draw, but it's just wild looking. So I'm gonna try to remember to leave some of that stuff dark, and we'll see what I do. So this is gonna be really simple today, but I'm gonna try to do this some justice. Now I'm gonna try to use the brush again for the white. I haven't tried that yet, so I'm gonna give this a quick run. Let's see what happens. I might use the red too, like I said. So it has yellows and oranges in here, and I don't have that option with the ink, but I can grab a paint marker, I suppose. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. I'll do what I want. But for now, I want to get some of these bright whites in there and see what happens. Just to see how it looks with the brush, because I haven't done that with the brush on this. I've yet to brush on the black. Come on, man. I've yet to brush on the black, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, see, this white's getting used up. So, like I said, I only have so much paper. Try and make this work. Let's see what happens. So the bottom half of this is, oh yeah, that is really white. That's cool. It's okay if some of that texture stays in there, because, I mean, it is a cloud after all, right? Well, sort of a cloud, I suppose. So the beginning of one, a mushroom cloud. Yeah, see, this paper pulls in that ink, that color really quickly, and it's kind of transparent when it dries. I was trying to mention that before, is that it kind of dries a little bit more, not quite like you would think it would if it was acrylic, you know. Acrylic would dry darker. Try to keep this curve here. I'm not sure if I'm pulling off the same intensity that this picture is or has, but doing what it can. Yeah, this blends right into it. It's a shame there's not a yellow ink in here, because then it would at least be traditional primary colors and not print primary colors, which are the actual primary color. At least this way, you know, that way I could get away with whatever colors I want to try to blend, but it is what it is. I'll go straight for it. Let's see if I can get this red on there. Well, I should probably rinse this off. ASS moving. I like it. Okay. You know what? For the sake of this, I'm just going to use what I have. It's going to be red. Red. I won't won't bother using yellow. I bought this for this. I'm gonna stick to it. I did use color once, ink. So let's see, where can I put the red? All right, here. All right, that's pretty crazy looking. Yeah, this is very ruby red, like it says it is. It's really, really bright red. There we go. And then the center of this, there is white in here, but it's also very orange. So just my interpretation, what I see. I know this is sort of like just painting with ink, but I mean that in fact it is ink though. Still counts though. Yeah, this is really trippy looking. There's a lot of white on the outside of this, but I think I'll just do this first. This one's gonna be very, very simple today. Very quick because I'm painting it, I suppose. It would have definitely come out way different had I drawn it and inked it, but this would be fun. I'll just come back in here with the white after this dries, and then I'll highlight it a little bit. Hopefully it'll look halfway decent when it's done. I don't know. Maybe I blundered again. Who knows? Yeah, I'm definitely going to let that dry real quick and highlight some of this, hopefully, with the other pen nib. Hopefully it comes out okay. I do have some white pens I could try to use too, because it does like to tear this paper, so I might just try that. So let me stop this for now, come back to it. Okay, so I have this pen right here, this gel pen, and I don't know how well it's going to sit on top of this. Let's just try and see. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know. I've been using the other one mostly, but the other, my nib. But I just figured I'd try something different today. There's a lot of this in here. Yeah, it's cloud formation. This is a very sensitive, this is a Temu pen actually. Very sensitive pen. There you go. There, now it's all comic-y looking. Yeah, there's a lot in here. My wife has a bunch of gel pens she just got. So I was going to use this one first. And I might borrow her other one. Some of her other ones, I mean. I will say I've gotten so used to having my nib now. This is fantastic technology. Why didn't they think of this before? I'll say my wife's not laughing at me. I guess it wasn't that funny. I don't know if it's actually getting dry or if it's just because it's on the surface or what. It might just be because this is very, very wet still. Well, the paper, not necessarily the ink, seems to be pretty dry. Go. You can do it, pen. It's really good for like highlights, I guess, but you can't go super fast with it because it don't like it. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of cool. Now it's starting to look like what I was talking about. See if we can get this guy. Yeah, there's like a whole gradient of color over here. I might wash it a little bit. We'll see. This brush is relatively wet, right? So I can just, yeah, that's kind of what it looks like in the picture. Very fuzzy. I don't hate that too much. I need water. There we have it. Purified water. Just laying up in the room like that. I don't even know if anybody's paying attention to me half the time. There we go. Also wasn't thinking about that type of ink that is. We shall continue the endeavor. Oh, it dries it up pretty quickly. Yeah, it's doing it. It's doing what I wanted. We're going to wash that some more with some white because it looks very, very soft. I don't want it to be that soft. Okay. I suppose I really didn't even need to pencil it in like I did, but, well, I did nonetheless. Probably gonna run out of white ink before I get done with the InkTober. Oh well. Okay, that's cool. It's not exactly like the picture, obviously, but it doesn't have to be. I just wanted it kind of close. It's a lot more like what it's like. It's got the, oh, I forgot it's gonna blend this out. It's not like the regular ink. That's all right. I'll redraw it. No biggie smalls. No biggie smalls. What I'm doing. Hang on. Almost there. So I'm blend this out just a little bit more because it should be like right up on it. It's silly, but it's fun. I don't care. Okay. I mean, that's almost done, really. I mean, there's not much else to it. It's just an explosion. But I wanted to give that sense of dread. I don't know if that's what's happening here, but that's what I think of when I thought of blast. I was like, oh, nuclear explosion. Seems right to me. There's some striation in here. I don't know if this is actually, I assume it's from the blast actually. Like it's instantly turning it into ice clouds or something, or it annihilated whatever clouds were there, or if that's just way off in the background somehow and it's just being illuminated. But it does look almost radial, like a circular in a sense. So I think it's from the blast. I think it's blast clouds, honestly. But I don't know for sure. I just assume so. Trying to get that ground level explosion. I think the white pen's really cool because it's actually helping see some of this texture. You can see that vacuum effect going on, pulling it up into the cloud. Kind of cool. Just trying to see if this is dry enough for me to add some texture. Helps to pull it forward a little bit, I feel like. Yeah, I wasn't really able to keep the blacks in there, so I'm just gonna have to hit that with the pen real quick. If only I had black pens. Oh, well, never mind. There's one. I think this will help a little bit. Create that a little bit of darkness in there. Yes, there's some shade. I mean, there's quite a bit of darkness in here considering, how bright this all is, but, it's relative, I suppose, that this looks so dark in comparison. Not my greatest piece of artwork, but it is something. Isn't that right, Rosanna Marie? I'll just outline it just for the sake of consistency. And there is a bit of this being drawn this way. Well, it is what it is. I mean, I did what I did, Can't really do much about it. Just run what I got. I think I'm picking up more ink than I'm putting down. Jeez. Oh, there you have it. That's what I got for InkTober today. And hopefully you enjoyed that. And it wasn't absolutely terrible. And I'll see you in the next one.